Today you will learn about some of the amazing projects in the world that cost billions of dollars to build, but today they are completely useless. No one even uses them. Come on, let's start it. Naypyidaw, Myanmar. Naypyidaw, the former capital of Myanmar, is officially the second largest idle project in the world. Naypyidaw is the former capital and third largest city of Myanmar. Located between the Bagu Yuma and Shan Yuma mountain ranges, Naypyidaw was formerly planned by the Myanmar government and was previously known as Pine Mana District. Naypyidaw also houses the Central Parliament, the Supreme Court, the Presidential Palace, the official residences of the Cabinet, government ministries and the military headquarters. The city hosted the 24th and 25th ASEAN Summits, the 3rd BIMSTEC Summit, the 9th East Asia Summit and the 2013 Southeast Asian Games. The government spent $4 billion to enhance the beauty of Naypyidaw. The city had everything to attract tourists with 20-lane highway, 100 luxury hotels, golf courses, museums and even a historical site in Yangon. But in this city, there is a big flaw of the population. Most of the people live here in huts and the total population is negligible, but the question arises why people do not live here. It is because the basic facilities of life are not available here. The city has neither good educational institutions nor good jobs, due to which the city has never become a permanent residence for anyone. The city became so quiet that it was likened to a ghost town. Brazil's empty stadium. Do you know about Brazil, a country famous for football around the world? That the $300 million stadium here is completely empty. Arena da Amazônia Stadium is located in Minas, Brazil. Located in the middle of the city, the stadium is very difficult to travel to. The project was not easy because the stadium is located in the middle of the jungles of Minas, which made it very difficult to get the materials for the stadium, and most of the materials were ordered from Portugal via the Amazon sea route. The stadium took 4 years to build at a cost of $300 million. The stadium has a seating capacity of around 40,000 fans. But due to being in the forests, barely 1,000 fans come to watch the matches, even in the local matches of the country. Remember that this is one of the stadiums that was prepared for the FIFA World Cup 2014. But surprisingly, only 4 matches were played in this stadium, while later, some matches of the 2016 Olympics were also held in this stadium. Now, this stadium is completely empty because it is so far from the population that people don't like to go there. Know here that the main reason for this stadium remaining empty is that the local people cannot even afford the cost of its tickets. Whereas now, instead of matches, weddings are also held in this stadium. The owners of the stadium are also trying to sell the stadium in some way, but so far it has not been possible. An empty airport in Sri Lanka. After the Sri Lankan Civil War ended in 2009, Sri Lankan President Mahinda Rajapaksa began planning to boost the country's economy. At that time, Colombo International was the only airport in the country, but all that was about to change as the president envisioned a second commercial hub in the Hambantota area 250 kilometers from the capital. During this time, large-scale construction work was going on there. A new seaport was also being built there with the help of China. Another plan was to build a second international airport in the Matala area of Hambantota city. $210 million for the construction of this project, of which $190 million were borrowed from China. But when the flight started at the airport, some geographical problems were faced because the airport was built in a city with a total population of 20,000 people, most of whom were poor people. In 2014, the airport was used for 3,000 flights, carrying 50,000 passengers, while the airport's plan was to handle 1 million passengers. But the results turned out to be bad, and even worse when the number of passengers dropped. The numbers caused airlines to cancel operations, and within a year, the owners had to bear losses of $18 million. Even during the 2015 elections, Flight operations of Sri Lanka's domestic airline were also suspended from this airport. Due to the silence at the airport, the wild animals around were disturbing the passengers coming to the airport, for which the government deployed 300-strong military personnel to remove the wild animals from the airport limits. Later, the airport's extensive grounds were also used as rice warehouses. News of the Matala Rajapaksa airport caused concern, and then, in 2016, it was named the world's most desolate airport by the global magazine Forbes. The airport was completely closed in 2018 when Fly Dubai, the airline that was using the airport until then, also stopped its operations. The most useless hotel in the world. You will be surprised that this building touching the sky looks unique from all the buildings around it, but those who know its reality are very sorry. This 150-story building, known as the Rogong Hotel, has been standing empty for the past 30 years in Pyongyang, the capital of North Korea. At 1,080 feet tall, the building is 10 feet taller than the surrounding buildings and looks like a pyramid. But you will be surprised to know that it is actually a hotel that is taller than the Eiffel Tower. The hotel has an area of 390,000 square feet and 3,000 rooms, due to which this hotel can easily compete with any famous five-star hotel in the world. The special thing about this hotel is that, like the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, this hotel also has light shows and fireworks at night, which cause colourful lights in the whole city. But what is not surprising is how much this hotel is. It is beautiful, or what luxury facilities are there in the hotel, but the real surprise is that no guest has entered this luxurious and beautiful hotel till date.